Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Gregory, good morning. DJ Mike, good morning. Greg, good morning. Joseph, good morning. Matthew, good morning. Pat, good morning. Safe, good morning. Sheila, good morning. Stephen, good morning. All right, guys, let's make it count. We've got about 4 minutes to the cash market open. All right, as far as news, we don't have anything lined up for today. As far as the news cycle, we're looking at the extension overnight from Globex. Globex on NASDAQ is 466. Market ran up and almost hit the next target, which is 591, and faded. We have a harmony zone number 1 and 2, 541.31 and 16 by '06. And both of them, we went through harmony zone number 1 as a support, and we hit harmony zone number 2, and market is fading back up a little bit here. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? Good morning, Stephen. All right, so the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. So what does that mean? That means we are in a situation here where you're going to get a two-sided market. The longs will get more dominant if we break anything above 53, and the shorts will start taking control over the narrative under 491. We're in the neutral zone right now, especially at the open, 1 minute away. We should be patient and give the market on a Monday morning, the opportunity to kind of sort itself out here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So we're bouncing off of that level into the next one. Let's stay focused, smile. Let's make today a good day. All right, the established channel number 2. I mean, they're looking like they're trying to break it. Oh, yeah, yeah. I actually like it that way, to be honest with you. It's not saving though. So I get out. Yeah, so that 53, I mean, we talked about the 53 as a break, and we're getting that break right now. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. I'll be back. Just gonna go get some water. All right, so okay, we're seeing that run up, and also we're seeing, here we go, the market retesting or coming to retest Harmony Zone number 1, right? So so right here, actually it's pretty much the same spot. You know, they broke the channel here into the 53 and ran it up, and now they're breaking the 53 and bringing the market down. The 200 and the 100 are out of sync. What is that telling me? That's telling me that two things. One of them, for NQ, the market is in consolidation mode. The second thing, there's a disconnect between how ES is a lot stronger than NQ right now, like significantly stronger. So one of the instruments is going to have to follow the other. So if ES, I mean, here we go. We're getting a bit of a flush coming in into, yeah, we're getting a bit of a flush here. Wow, that's a good one. So we're getting a two-sided market. What time is it? It's 8:41. Yeah. Damn. They're trying to flush this thing. We're back to Harmony Zone number 2. Stephen, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I'll take a I'll take a look. I'll take a look at it here in a minute. Yeah, we're about to close the 200 NT wrinkle at that 491. Yeah, I know. I mean, like right here at that 53 level. Hey, Omer. Yeah, I would see how that would look, like a captain setup on the 150. Yeah, they're trying to defend here, but it looks like we're gonna bust through that 90. they're trying. I mean, look how close we got to that thing, and they're trying to defend. It's interesting that they're putting two switch. I mean, they're about to put two switch trades here in a row. I mean that's gonna if they do that and close above that 33, it's gonna stabilize the price. I mean, we got so close right here. Okay, we're hitting harmony zone number 1, which is the 31 by 41, and we're struggling right here. Yep, it's fighting. Yeah, it should go. It should, but a break above 43 will get the market back in sync. Come on, baby, come on. Yeah, I mean, these dips are just getting bought up. We got 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah. Just be careful here. I mean, they're coming up to the break. So you see that break between 50 and 60. They're coming up to it, and they keep getting faded, and that's a spot where some of the shorts can start piling on. Right now, the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, so pullbacks are buyable against the 505, and we're running into resistance. Now they're putting on a captain setup. And it should push. Okay, we're breaking right here. Let's see if they build up another harmony zone number 2. Excuse me, a channel number 2 here. We'll see how well they hold on to it. That's it right here. It's 9 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. All right. $87. There's a captain setup, another captain setup. So they have 2 of them here. So we should show a little bit of strength at 50 and higher for a push against that low of 32. So you're getting 1 formation, 2nd formation. Whoa. Okay, well that's that one. All right, so that is 2 captain setups in a row. I am gonna do a couple of things here. 40. That's a structural break with the failure of that captain setup, both of them right here. Switch trade short right here. I mean, I don't want to see a captain setup. Yeah. Yeah, that failure of that second captain setup is what made this structure. Yeah, we're about to a break below 504 is going to get us to 91. $15.75. Okay, $15.75. Let's see. There's a captain set up short on the 50 Intirinko. So you got this formation. And also the 50 Intirinko. I mean, I'm looking for rallies to short into, really, right here. Let's hold off here. It's pretty fast. 510. Yeah, look at that crap. Okay. And they can keep playing this game. Like right here at that 10, around that 10, it needed to hold and reverse. And we got a very sharp spike back up. So you're not getting a continuation of a trend. Yeah. Okay. We're about to have a captain set up long on the 100 NT Rinko. I mean, here you go. Okay. Yeah, struggled here. They're struggling. We got almost to that 42, which would have put a captain setup. That's the kind of the same spot where the market is running into resistance and coming back in and filling. Just gonna go with one contract. Let's see if we can get a short going. I'm gonna flatten that trade. They kind of needed to stay under that 32 level, 32, 33 level. And the fact that they spiked into it just tells me that they have a little bit more strength than they should at this level right here. I mean, you're just to kind of get an idea. Look at this right here. See this captain set up short, and also you got yourself the switch trade, not switch trade, one candle reversal. So where we got in at 29, that should have held and pushed fairly quickly to the 24 and the 20. And the fact that they sparked it to 32, that means most likely they're gonna reverse this candle and push into the structure. So I had to kind of immediately recognize that and flatten the trade. Yeah, typically whenever you're getting a captain set up, then a retest of it, you will get a follow through. You're not getting that here. It's a ping pong for sure. All right, we got ourselves a captain set up long on the 100 into Rinko. Mm. I want to see how this 33. Yeah, it dipped too fast. Okay, so I get it. All right. So the idea here is to see that if the 33 can punch back up to the 50. One. Yeah, like it almost closed it at 23. Hmm. Yeah, I mean we're in the middle of this range. Oh, jeez, middle of the range here. It's just fairly noisy. If you break 23.5, which looks like we are, that's gonna put a little bit of stress on the market. Here we go. 29. This, and then that. Okay. Like I don't want to short against this captain setup. So I almost have to get a break below 502 in order for me to qualify this environment as something that I'm even slightly interested in going short in. Yeah, a failure of a captain setup here would be very significant. A break under that 91, that will gather enough momentum where we could go all the way down to 466, and then the market can bleed a lot faster. I mean, we're up 600 points in 3 sessions. So you would think a bit of retracement is due in this market, but I can't make that assumption. I just have to sit here and wait for the market to set up. We got a captain set up short on the 30 NT Rinco. That happened at 29.5. Yeah. All right, let's see here. 2375, 2375. Yeah, the 2375 is a spot. I want to see if we can put on a one candle reversal here at 16. Yeah. Very close, very close. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Let's see if I can get a close and 2 and I'll take it right here. It has the potential of really flushing, guys. So just watch out. This type of behavior that can get us to 500 fairly quickly. I took the scalp version of this trade just to kind of build up my day, but it just has the potential for a boom. You see that? It's gonna do that here in a second. And we got to the 500. That's fine. I mean, it's a decent trade. 1550. 1550. So that closed. I mean, look at this little meat grinder. It is a meat grinder, by the way. Look at this. So that's a captain set up long on that 43, and it got rolled over in this rotation. So this current candle we are in is going to be very, very critical to the health of this market. If we end up breaking anything under 91, we're going to get flushed to 66 and potentially the bottom end of the Globex band, which is 415. Okay. A break above 40 will gather some short covering momentum, and you'll start punching in up to toward the high. So structurally, I'm almost better for me to wait for either those two levels to break at 489 or break above 550 and just kind of sit there and wait for one of those scenarios to present themselves. Nope. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to tell you this is gonna flush lower, especially with this reversal that we just saw right here. Yeah, this is gonna flush lower. $12.75. Okay. Let's see how the 12.75 is gonna get handled. 12.75. That's gonna flush. Yeah, here it comes. All right. Yeah, we're about to start seeing some flushing behavior coming through this market. Next target is 66. We have harmony zone number 1 shifted to 516 by 26 and 41 by 51 is harmony zone number 2. We're looking for 66. comes at 66. Well, we got to 66 and they bounced it right back up. Ooh, all right. Sneaky. Really, 15. I should have stayed to the 15. 15, 18. All right, so that's the flush. ES is flipping again as well, but it's lagging NQ. It's stronger, meaning it's stronger than NQ. And we are looking for 48, 78, 75. Yeah. It's weird how it's moving. Is that your lucky number? Good job, DJ. Good job. Okay, here we go again. Ah, yeah, that would have been a good one if I got filled on that order. Just it was a bit short of that 82 half level that I wanted. Damn it. That's okay. That's okay. We're in the right place at the right time, doing the right things. It just need to get filled, and we'll be just fine. I mean, we have so far 2 trades done. One for flat, and the second one for a nice profit. And feel like we're reading the market accurately this morning. What do you guys think? That's 80. You don't want to see 82 half. 82, 82, 82 half. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're just bouncing around that level here, 66 to the 90. That's the range we're playing with right now. Hey, Khaled, good morning, good morning, good morning. And go back to that 66. Here you go, a push. So what do we understand out of this price action here? They're just trying to protect 66. It's a Globex rebalancing, and we got back to it. We understood the target to be 66. We hit that target, and we started to basically digest that move that we had, and we need to see ourselves out of it. I mean, right now we have a harmony zone as a resistance area, which is 91 by 501. So as long as we continue to trade under 500, we should see these rallies fail into a flush below 66, and the next target will be 441. That's what we're looking for here. All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for spending your day with us. Just make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what to do. Let's make some money. Yeah, we're about to get a captain set up here. Yeah, so we're gonna get a little bit of a push. Yeah, we saw the signs on the wall, Joseph. We did see the signs on the wall. We saw how they're acting, the how the inner movements were not holding, and the target at 66, the break of the channel. We saw every bit of it. Yeah, potential failure back again here into 66 and below. I mean, they're trying to defend it, but be honest with you, this is gonna has a good potential of a flush. There's a captain set up on the 50 NT Rinko again. Captain set up short, you know, but that's fine. Yeah, we should get a flush. Target 441. Target 441. Wow. Well, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna suck. Yeah, I mean, the key DJ, which you're doing, is to risk manage according to your personality as well. You have to come up with something that works for you individually. So trading the $25,000 account, copy it into the 50. It's a sure way to keep you in micros, trading micros. For these accounts, yeah, you really, even on a $50,000 account, you're taking too much risk with mini. All right, let's see what they're doing here. I mean, okay, I understand what they're trying to do. They're going back and forth between breaking the 66 Globex to coming back and retest it. I understand. The overall structure of the market is in harmony on the short side, but we're coming into an area, if we break anything above 75.80, that will put us in a two-sided market. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's good news. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, almost 10 o'clock. How did today? I mean, we're almost toward the end of the session here. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying. I mean, it's a natural progression of a break is to come and test prior breaking points, and when it's Globex is notorious for this type of behavior, where you come touch it first time, you bounce off of it, you break it, you come back and retest it, and they'll spend some time playing that game, and it's typically this zone, between the 50 to the 90. It's a zone of you know super scalping. Like, you really have to, 5 points, 10 points max, and you're better. I'm better off. I know that for sure. Just kind of leaving this environment right here alone. Yeah, it's 1 minute to 10 o'clock. ES is about to close. Yeah, here we go. They closed. ES closed it. Now we have a complete 200 NT, 50 NT wrinkle reversal on ES. Let's take a look at the closer picture here. So you had a captain set up short on ES at 886, and you had a reversal pattern. Two switch trades into this flush. You know, that's on ES from the ES perspective. That lends itself to another target of 72 and a half. 72 and a half. So that's what we're looking at right now. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, they're speeding things up. Target is 416. Target is 416 on NQ. We have a shift in the in harmony zone number 1 as a resistance area. Now it's 66 by 76. That's harmony zone number 1. So as long as we continue to trade under 480, we should be flushing. And they're playing this game right now between in and around Globex. So they're going to probably run it up above 66 a little bit, bring it back in. They're going to be playing that game back and forth. How we doing, Omer? Okay, across the board, where we at? Khaled, Matthew, Mike. Where we at? Safe. What's going on, Safe? Sheila, Stephen, Tahir. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Brad, DJ. Plus 500 for Brad. Good job. Okay. 540 on evaluation, Scarlett. Okay. Omer's green. That's always good to know. DJ 260 13 accounts. Hey, they add up, don't they? They sure do add up. I love the math when it's in my favor, right? Who's 7K? Matthew, 7K on. Wow, we got good stuff going on here. Shingo, good morning. I like it, man. Good numbers. Hey, oh yeah. We know all about subtractions. We don't like it. Sometimes you have to subtract before you add big. At least that's what I like to say. Yeah, they're gonna bounce it around here. So but watch out. Most likely we're gonna go back to 66. Uh, almost almost a certainty that we're gonna go back to 66. But hey, I hate to say that. Here comes 66. It's just the way they move, my friend. It's a motion in the ocean. You gotta see the stuff coming. Here comes that 66. How is Pat doing? Hey Khaled, I just sent you a message, brother. No trace for you? Okay. Hey man, I love the discipline. That's awesome. So if any signals trigger in and around Globex right here, I'm gonna have to just kind of let it be and just watch it. Like right now, right here, this type of behavior can run itself up to 70, 75 with a stop under 57. It just is too noisy from of a market that's imbalanced, and signals tend to fail. And that's why I'm gonna just take a step back, like right there. See that? You're right on Globex. Now, see, they put a captain setup. That would be different. You see that captain setup? There's a captain setup long. So that 70 to 75 price action is getting better and better. Yeah, I mean, the 57 stop never got hit. I mean, you're basically in the middle of the range. You just, I'm better off leaving this alone, but I still have to read the market and see how well I'm connecting to it. I think 70, 75 is a very high possibility. And then, you're going to be back into the neutral zone between 75 and 90. You're establishing a channel and you have a rounding behavior. If Adam is here, he would have laughed at us doing it, but here we go. And that is the boat. Me and my bad drawing right here. Boom, boom. So you hold on to this level and you hold on to this level. The break is going to take us to this zone right here. And we'll see how well we're reading it. Switch trade, switch trade. So we should be coming up with a push right here. So you're getting a captain setup long with a switch trade, and now you're getting this expansion. Your marker. I mean, they put a decent signal here. I mean, captain set up, then they held on to it, ran it to target number one, put a switch trade, ran it up to 80. They're pulling back, but ultimately that type of behavior with a hold of 457 can get us into between 80 and 90, and we'll be in the neutral. We are in the neutral zone right now. We have a disconnect between the 200 and the 100, so that's another thing. That means we are in a two-sided market, and the intensity of the short pressure is waning off, and the market gave us multiple clues that this is what's happening. There you go. Oh, you did? Yeah, good job, Safe. I mean, right when that happened, two contracts. Good for you. That's $400, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that signal right there. I didn't like location. Be honest with you. You know, location was not was an issue, but at the same time we saw the making of it. Like, okay, we got a captain set up. You know, they pulled it back here, could not close it. They put a switch trade right here, 73 to 83. You know, what was the worst that could happen? Is they could bring that 73 entry and close at below 66. And that's the part that I didn't necessarily like too much, but I understood that the market has the push into this neutral zone. Yeah. Well, good job, man. That's $400. Gotta like it. See, the most important part, Safe, is you got to ask yourself a question. Are we reading the market accurately? Are you reading the market accurately? Are you, as a trader, before you place your first initial trade, even, do you understand very, very clearly what you're looking at and what your risk is per trade, per location, per signal? And are you willing to take that stop without even any hesitation? That's the most important part. So if you feel like you're reading the market accurately, and you're having a good time, and you're flowing like DJ today, he was flowing with it. I could tell he's in the flow state. He was seeing the levels. He's just getting in, getting out. No no hesitation. And when you're flowing with it and you're communicating, that tells me that okay, you're waking up, you're understanding what you're seeing. So that's when you're in that state, continue to trade. Continue to trade. Okay, I mean that's what you're seeing here is a market that's built up a base, did a rounding behavior, came back and produced a signal. Captain set up switch trade, ran it up, came back and pulled back one more time. And there's buying interest and a recovery process that the market is going through right now. We have a channel. That channel is an upward channel. Yeah, I mean, okay, so Roop, that's what I'm gonna call you, Roop. How would we know that the shorts are back in control? You do have to trade under 66 and harmony zone number 1, which is the 66 by 76. So under Globex and under that level. If that happens, that will start the process of reversal. So that would be clue number 1. Clue number 2 is to break the 57, because this long formation right here that Captain set up and switch trade, the market needs to break that one down. That's clue number 2. Obviously, clue number 3 would be a break of 440 at that point. And that will give us a switch trade short on the 100 NT Rinko, which means it's an actual signal to go short. At that point, rallies become shortable again. Then we have to kind of look at what kind of signal it is, what's the risk for that signal, and a best way to manage it. But that would be structurally how I would look at the market and say, okay, that boat that we built, that rounding behavior is getting run over. And it starts through that process. Yeah, Omer, you're seeing the double switch that they're putting up there, right? Yeah. So you got this Captain set up switch trade. They came and retested that switch trade signal that we had, and now we're running up to target number 2. So these pullbacks are getting bought up. We're in the neutral zone. You have resistance area between 90 and 501. That's harmony zone number 2 as a resistance. The fact that we're coming in up to it and we're not getting a reaction, a big reaction. It's just the market is just walking up to it. That tells me that there's strength here, and this level needs to be rejected. 501 is an area where if we start running above it, then that will shift the personality. That's a good question, and it's the first clue is when the market is out of harmony. Okay, so and that's what helped me understand the structure of the market. So whenever you have a disconnect between those two charts right here, chart number 1 is the 200 NT wrinkle, and the second chart is the 100. So when the 100 is long and the 200 is short, that means the market is out of sync. And all choppiness happens when the market is out of sync. That's when it starts. Okay? So the minute we broke above 75, well, actually, the fact that we came up to it right here, came back in, and we were trading in and around Globex. So the fact that those two things are out of sync, that's clue number 1. Clue number 2 is Globex. If you ever find yourself trading in and around Globex, you're gonna know very quickly that the market has a personality of backing and filling, and it's in balance. And in balance, the market are trying to figure out what it wants to do, and it's trying to build up stops on both sides of the market, and that's typically an area of consolidation. So when those two charts are out of sync, and when you are in and around this line right here, Globex at 66. All right, so the reversal points, and this is a okay. So this trade right here, okay. I mean, we took that one for a small profit. It's still a profit, but what was the rationale behind it? Whenever you have a, let's tell you another one that makes sense also. Well, okay. So the market wasn't in sync here, but you typically, if the judgment on this in this area that this is a resistance area, for example, and then you have the cloud shifting and this harmony wave establishing itself, the first reaction into that zone is the one that I have to pay a very close attention to, because all trends that develop will develop at that early stage of the movement, when the market actually makes a break, shifts the cloud, and comes back to those levels to test. And that's where you find the most reliable turning points in market behavior. And they have a fairly well-defined stops. I mean, literally, you go above this line, that is a stop right there. So you're defining the early stages of a trend, an early or a good reversal point with a defined stop. And as the market moves, then it's just gonna, the risk profile changes. But the best ones are early, the first shift, and the first run up into it. So right here, we are noticing, that 501 that we talked about, and they're trying. I mean, you got to give it to them. The shorts are trying, but is it enough? I don't think so. I need to see more out of this price action. I need to see more out of this market before I start getting committed to the short side. Right now, the market is just stepping up. Yeah, if you're looking at a time chart, you'll be able to see these engulfing candles. What would be an important event is a break under 82. If we break 82, will be a significant event. Okay, so where we at here is a fairly critical level. I mean, just to let you know, we're coming into this captain setup break, and we're coming into this whole consolidation phase that we saw. So a run up into it should start to get tired. Okay, but I don't want to anticipate the tiredness. I want to see the market fail and come back to retest and show signs that the retest is also failing. This way I can position myself for an entry with a legitimate stop that makes sense, that has a high probability of working. Okay, the market is still out of sync. We keep playing around with that 501. It's a whole number, and it's the top end of the Globex band, not the Globex band, Harmony Zone number 2. So that's resistance right here, and that resistance needs to hold. And the market just keeps buying the dips. So don't, like, I have to understand that, and understand that the market is not mature on the short side anymore. There's a disconnect between the big picture and the small picture. The market is out of harmony, and patience is the absolutely best trade for me here. Now, one event that if it happens, here we go. We talked about the 82. There's an 87 level as well. 87 will put a captain setup short on the 30 NT Rinko. See that, this chart right here? See this behavior? Right here. That you're having a similar behavior here. So if you break that 88, you're getting a captain setup short. The stop of that captain setup short is 575, and you're looking at the 82. And if the 82 shows up, then there's a good potential that we'll see the 70s and the 66 again. So that is a behavior that, worth for me to look at it. If we break anything above 501, then that it keeps me in a pause. Yeah. Okay. Oh, baby. Well, I mean, the fact that we ran this much for in such a short period of time is the market anticipating a massive rate cut. And when the news come in, either way, it's almost like it doesn't matter what the news comes up at. People will, buy the rumor, sell the news, and most likely you're going to get a sell-off in this market, especially coming into February. February is a month that fades whatever January does. 65. Okay. So see that, they hit that level, come back in. They're playing around with this. And how does the rug pull looks like? It will always 100% of the time, no exception. It will always start with a 200 NT wrinkle complete reversal in the market. Once that happens, then you're going to get structures that could support a sell-off. No sell-off in the market ever happens without having that condition present in it. So if people are trying to anticipate, okay, a double top and saying, okay, well, I'll short here and I'll add to it because it's the turn is around the corner. Okay, so you're doing this. It's like, okay, well, it went up a little bit. We're up 200 points. I think the market is going to reverse. It doesn't take too long to realize that you're getting hosed and you're running out of money because this market has just a life of its own. It's when momentum catches. So trying to short this, the Harmony system doesn't allow you to short this. then you're getting that, and then this happens. Now that is the beginning of a move. Now how far is that move is going to go? We got to read between the lines, but there's no reversal in the market that will ever happen without having that condition present. This is telling me that we hit and confirmed existence of a plateau and buyer rejection at this area. And now we could see how well they're going to handle it. Typically, when you start a process like this, you'll get a test of it, sometimes multiple tests, and then a reversion to the mean trade will get you to 282.75. ES, same concept that's going on right here. Is we're getting it's stronger than NQ, so that's just the first thing that we know as a fact. And as long as we continue to trade under harmony zone number 2, which is the 91 by 94, then rallies are shortable in this market. The next target in ES is 48.72 and a half. Okay, so you see this right here? This is a good sign as long as the 500 holds up between 96 and 500. As long as that remains an area of resistance, it is an area of resistance, but as long as it holds and we get a break below 85, we will get a flush that will take us down to 75.66. So that's something I'm closely looking at. Yeah, I don't want to see 99. I'll give this a shot. I'll take a small itty bitty profit here, but I'll take it. I mean, it's just a captain setup up here. I mean, that's just, it has the potential of getting to 66. This really has the potential. I mean, I like what the market is doing here. That 95,500 is the key. I mean, they're bouncing it back here, which I understand. But if they pull this back down to the 83 and a quarter again, that'll be a switch trade, and I'll jump back in. Yeah, they need to hold on to the 99. I don't want to even see the 99. I don't want to even see it. I mean, I understand this. Like right here, this rally should have been a little bit weaker. Here we go again. They're coming back at it. I may jump right back in there. It's a good stop. It's a good stop right here. It's a 10-point stop. Good for them if they pick it up. Yeah, most likely they're going to pick it up. Okay, I'll take it off here. I'll take it off. That's fine. I mean, if they bring it back into 88, I'll load up on this bad boy. That'll be double captain setup. Are you serious? Yeah, that would be huge if they do that. My stop was 98, but whenever they do a switch trade right here after a captain setup, they typically will run it up to that 99, and that will take me out. So I got a chance to reduce my risk on that trade, and I took it. But that would be huge if we get back down to 88 and a quarter. I'll go 2 contracts and I'll add to it. Yeah, here we go. It's very tricky here. I mean, there's the true stop is 902, but if we get a double captain setup, I will add to that trade right here. I'm gonna post an order. That will be a short for one contract, and I'll look for an add as the market moves toward the 66. If we break anything above 98, I'm gonna cancel this order. So we took a profit on the first move. We managed our risk a little bit tight here on the second one. It's like 5-point stop. $98 is the key. We gotta hold it. I mean, you could see the market slowing down as well. We haven't seen a double captain setup in a location like this for some time. So I'll be very comfortable taking risk and adding to it against that structure. If they give it to us, I mean, they may not give it to us. Meaning this can just run up right here. Yeah, they're gonna hit the 99. Yep. Canceling this order. Okay. Okay. Man, I mean, if we get another switch trade, meaning the market runs up and close at 98.50, that's a double switch trade against this captain setup. That would be a nice little trap for the shorts, and that will run up to 505 and then potentially to that 516. That'll be double switch trade right there. I'm not gonna put a third trade in a 15-point range. That's just against my rules right there. Just gonna let it be. If they're gonna run it up, that's fine. A key is 82 flush for the shorts. If we start breaking below that, then that will be important. Them doing a switch trade right here is going to lend itself for a run into the 505, and that's going to be happening soon here in the next few seconds. That's a double switch trade against that captain setup, and the stop to that rotation is 90 and 85. We should see that burst. Okay. There you go. Boom. Hmm. I know, Omer. That's what I was saying in the room. I'm sure you took it, but I traded that range twice, and it's like a 10-15 point range, man. I just couldn't put on another trade in a 10 point range. It just I had to just watch it, but I knew exactly what they're gonna try to do here. Two switch trades in a row after a captain setup. I was like, all right, they're gonna run it into the 505 and potentially the 16th. Oh, you are? How you doing today? Making big money? Hey, Frida. Well, we have a level of 516. You break it, we're at the top end of the Globex band. The market is gonna, you know, consolidate. Hey, $100 on Apex multiplied by 20 accounts. How much is that? That's 2 grand. All right, guys. So where are we at for the day? We made good decisions. Managed risk tightly. We're at 204. Not a big day, but it's a decent day. It's 204, and we are at pretty much equity high, and at 59.33. That's where we at. So the pullbacks in equity is shallow, which is fine. That's what I'm kind of looking for. ES, yeah, it's a very, very slow instrument. I mean, you really have to be super patient. All right, guys. I mean, that's it for me. That's a good day. Congrats, everybody. Congrats, DJ, James, Joseph, Steven. How we doing, Steven? Khaled. Any improvements, Pat? Any trades? Greg? How's Greg doing? Mike? Okay, well, day's young. It's only a Monday. All right, guys. Have a blessed day. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. See you on the next one.